Hello, hello. Alright.
Hello, hello.
There we go. Figured it out. That was weird. Don't know what that was about, but hey, we got it. We got it figured out. So let me go ahead and make this public stream, and we're gonna get the video started. Checking out the new update for the scouting system on franchise. Is it good? Was it worth the wait? All of that good stuff we're gonna find out. So yeah, let's get the stream up. I'm not gonna be waiting. I'm gonna be diving right in. So. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. Should be good now, right?
Here we go.
Alright. So there we are. Madden 22. New scouting system. And bam. Alrighty, so here we are. We are controlling the Miami Dolphins. I'm going to actually. I want to create a new head coach. Just so we can start with a fresh record from the beginning of this video. Use custom coach, that's fine. Secret remedy or eye for talent. I guess we'll do this. Sure, John Madden, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Sure, John.
So, first thing that it seems to pop up here week 1 preseason is hire and assign scouts. Okay. So this is the new screen. So everything's locked. So you got prospects, region breakdown, and mock drafts, and then our scouts. So we're gonna, I guess, assign scout, fire scout, position expertise number 2. Oh, these are my scouts. So I already have scouts. Okay. Tier 1, Tier 3. Tier 1. Guess we'll start with this guy. Interesting. Really quick, before we start this, let me... Alright, so new screen to me, so this is all new. This is literally my first experiences with it. I want it to be fresh, and I want you guys to see my actual reaction to it. If I think it's cool or not, you know, things like that, right? So, anyways, first screen. I guess these are our scouts already that we have. We have 5 of them. 3 of them being tier 1s, then a tier 2 and a tier 3. I guess we're gonna start off with start down the list. I don't really think there'd be a reason to put them out of their region, so southeast is where we'll put this guy, I guess. Oh wait, no. Is that the... Oh, no. Okay, so that's not where he's best at. That's just where he is currently placed at. Okay. Let's put him back to where he was at, southeast. I guess we need to put this guy somewhere. Let's put him... Oh, you can only have 1 scout in per area, I guess. So where the hell could I put him? Northeast. That's the only available spot, I think. So there you go. Alright, so yeah, I want my quarterbacks coming from southeast. I mean, you got Georgia, Florida, Tennessee possibly in there, so that might be nice. Not that that's gonna matter for this game, but anyways. So there you go. What? Okay, is that free agent scouts? I mean, why did it take me to that screen? That's kind of weird. Hire and assign scouts. So key info. Key information. Week 1, prospects become available. Week 2, select position focus for area scouts. Week 7, more progress revealed via national scouts. Week 8, select position focus for national scouts. Super focus scouting players, combine info, pro day info, select private workouts. Okay. Okay. I guess all we're really gonna do is sim. That's really all we can do, right? Guess we could try and manage roster really quickly. Make some cuts. We're gonna go ahead. I think we're gonna be trying to get a quarterback. I don't believe in Tua, man. I don't think he's the way. We got 3 running backs on the roster. Way too many wide receivers. Preston Williams. Is there anyone interested in Preston Williams? Of course the Bucks would be, right? I mean, they totally need him, huh? They totally need this guy. Why are they interested in him, EA? Why are they interested in him? What could I get for him? A 5th round? Let's see. Bam. There you go. Easy as that. I think we're gonna let go of these two wide receivers as well. That gives us 5 on the roster, so it's a little under, but that's okay. We got a lot of tight ends. Jesus, we're gonna actually go ahead and take that cut, that little hit for money. Cut him. We'll keep the rest for now. We could use a left guard. We only have 1. Could use a DT probably. Jeez, we have a lot of corners. Let's go ahead and cut some of these guys. Go ahead and cut some of these guys. Just get ready so we're not having to deal with this later. So we're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's fine. We'll keep 5. We have 3 free safeties and 2 strong safety. That's okay. What does that put us at? A 51-man roster? Okay. So here we are. let's advance to regular season week 1, because I think that's where it starts. Let's go ahead and do that. Also, if you guys have tried this out, let me know what do you think about it in the comments below. Like, has this saved franchise? That's all I need to know. Has it made it worth? So here we go. We are at week 1. First thing, you still get to set the season goals. You get to choose a draft class, which is just the regular. We're just gonna do what EA has created. We're gonna do an EA created draft class. So, bam, keep auto generated rookies, and this is the first page we're met with. Top 10 prospects. Number 1, Alabama left tackle, Tennessee's quarterback, Hugh Landry. Frederick Gibbs. Interesting. Region breakdown. Let's see what that's about. So, national is the whole, right? Then you get west, central, northeast, and south. So, okay, top prospects as in the nation. There you go. The strengths and weaknesses, it looks like. They give you the position. And then in each, area, region, it has their strengths and weaknesses and their top prospects for, Anyways, let's just go by nation. I mean, I don't really know why we'd go anywhere else. So, how does this work? We have kind of like a 2K thing where it's showing us the completion percentage, I guess, in a way, right? Let's do quarterback here. Wow, okay, so it does the top fits. Now, I want to see, does this make sense? Tampa Bay. Yeah, that makes sense. Big Ben and Tom Brady both probably leaving. That makes sense. Washington needs a quarterback. That makes sense. Cool. That's really cool. Skills. Okay, so they brought this back. This is not new. This was in Madden before. And then they took it out, and now it's back in. So there is another key info tab. Let's click that. So it says physical attributes are displayed in a 7-word range. Not 6, not 3, not 10, not 5, 7. You got your poor, which is worst. Instead of using the worst word, they use the poor word, which equals the word worst. Okay. Then you got elite, which equals best. So using the word best, they use the word elite, which equals the word best. But anyways, yeah. So there it is. I'm definitely not gonna remember that. You're gonna probably gonna want to pop that up and see. But anyways, okay, that's cool. Left tackle. There's obviously a lot of teams that could use them, but we're number 3. It looks like on there. Motor is always running hot. Typically avoids getting flagged. So, player notes. I didn't see that either. Let's check out this guy's. Quick to take the check down. Beautiful spiral on all his passes. Very antsy in the pocket. Knows when to throw the ball away. Will break the pocket occasionally to throw fast. Flick of the wrist throwing motion. Okay, so they brought back the player notes as well, which is interesting. Okay. We'll see. I have a bad feeling about that. Physicals. Wait, do we already know this stuff? Is that what that's saying? We already know that he has poor acceleration. Oh no, it's saying it's in between those two. So his agility could either be, it's in between good at the lowest or great at the highest. Okay. His strength is from great to elite. But again, this is still probably subject to change, right? We don't know all this stuff 100% for sure. But we do know he's probably got a B break sack, so okay. So far, first impressions, not that bad. Andy Wilds. I might have to draft him just from his name. So it has the same. All right, let's compare. So you got Andy Wilds and Landry, right? This guy's 6'4", 231. This guy's 6'1", at 226. Let's see what the notes say about Wilds. Never seen a window he won't throw it into. Beautiful spiral on all his passes. Just like the other guy. So we're going to see repetitiveness. I already had a feeling about that. Decent ability to recognize pressure. Knows when to throw the ball away. That's another repeated. Exclusively plays from the pocket. League average release time throwing. Okay, so he's going to have a slower release time than... Now, I want to see if that actually, you know, goes with what they actually are, if that makes any sense. Skills. Trucking is an A. That's insane. Now, that's probably an A just for compared to quarterbacks, I would hope. And then B, stiff arm. So is this guy a running back or what? That's kind of weird. Anyways. Frederick Gibbs. Let's see what they say about him. He's 6'6". Probably the tallest quarterback. Will take calculated risk as a passer. Beautiful spiral on all his passes. Just like that one seems to be on all of them. Quick to throw at the slightest pressure. Knows when to throw the ball away. That's a repeated as well. Exclusive plays from pocket. That's repeated. Three-quarter, fast and smooth throwing motion. Okay. So you see some repeated, and you also see some new stuff in there. Alright, but besides that, I don't really think there's not much scouting that we can do, right? There's not really much that we can do. So we're going to... That's the region breakdown. Prospects, scouts. Is there anything we need to do with our scouts at this point? It doesn't look like it. Why is Freddie Baker our national scout? Is he... What are the tiers? Like, is tier 1 the better tier, or is tier 3 the better tier? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how that works either. I wish I knew, but okay. So it looks like I also always wanted to test this out. We're not going to be playing any games. I want to see, does this affect, because so you know in 2K they have a simulating difficulty. I want to know, I want to see if this affects simulating at all. I've never done it. I've always simmed on either All Pro or All Madden, whatever I was playing on. I've never simmed it on a rookie, so I want to see if there's a difference, and I'll be able to tell a difference. If we start winning a lot with the Miami Dolphins in year 1, I'm gonna go ahead and assume it's because of the rookie difficulty. I have a feeling though that it's probably not gonna mean anything because it is EA, you know what I mean? So we're going to go ahead and let's just auto upgrade everybody. We're not here for this. We're here for the new scouting. So let's sim week 1. I think we have our team. We're down to a 51-man roster. Key to victory. Let's just go ahead and do this really quick. Dominating, stifling defense. Obviously, we're gonna need some defense. Disrupting the pass. Sure, why not? Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. Alright. Let's go ahead and advance it. In real life, we got this win. The only win we got. See if we can't get it here. So, we lose. Alright, 35-21. There it is. So now, we've simmed 1, regional focus scouting. Let's check this out. Assign your regional scouts a position to focus their evaluation efforts on. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. So this is week 2, what we're met with. So, for our national scout, and you can see the board changing here. I guess we have to choose. We need to choose who we want to scout, I guess. Oh no, that's not how it works. So, wait, so I'm kind of confused here, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, and you can still edit players, by the way. I see it down at the bottom. You can still edit players. You can add, you can put a heart on players. Okay, that's kind of cool. Oh, so okay, for the national, you can't select a position focused player, but what you can do is for your region. So if I hit triangle here, oh, I don't even select the player, I just select the position. Choose the position you want. And I guess you would go by whatever the top prospects are each year. So for the Southeast, there's 2 quarterbacks. So we're going to go quarterback there, I think. For the Northeast, his Anthony Oceans, pick the region of the scout to focus on. You can also fire and hire scouts as many times as you want. Okay. Appreciate that, Anthony, dropping a fun little fact on the video. So you can hire and fire scouts as many times as you want. Is there any, Anthony, let me know, is there any type of negative impact that you would take for doing that? Like, do you take a hit in salary? You know what I mean? Because I know in 2K you'd probably, you know, once you pay somebody, you're gonna owe them money. You can't just take it away from them. Let me know. Pick the region, the scout to focus on. Okay, so even though Vince Anderson's he's best at scouting left tackles, right tackles, the top prospects in this area are literally on all defense. So would we want to change his position focus to something of that? You know what I mean? Weaknesses. Let's like if we wanted to know about that Eric Haskins guy. But really, you know what we need? We want to look at that guy Bishop, because we could use a left end, right? So you know what, let's do that. And I know obviously we're controlling Miami, so we need to address O-line, but we're not going to try and force that because it wastes a pick there. So no impact for firing or hiring as many times you want. Fire Vince and hire a left end / right end scout to put in the Northeast. Okay, if I do that, is that cheating though? Like, is that like, you know? Okay, you know, Anthony, answer this. I'll get your opinion. You know, like I could trade. You can scum the AI for making trades that aren't realistic. Like I could trade for Patrick Mahomes and probably get him, but that's a scummy thing to do, and the community would, you know, that's like, look, that's frowned upon. Wouldn't that be frowned upon to just continue to fire and hire certain scouts, you know, just to benefit your, like, I feel like that's unrealistic. Like when the off season comes around, that's when I'll fire them again. But I just don't feel like they do that. They don't hire and fire scouts left and right like that in real life. Like they fire and hire them. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying they don't do it as many times in like one day until they get the best fit. If you want Eric Haskins, you would want to get a scout that his expertise is CB. Well, we're not going to go CB. Let's try and go left end or right end. So just for this video, let's try that. I feel like it's a little scummy to do, but we're gonna fire. I'm gonna test out what you're saying here, and where's he at? Yeah, Vince Anderson. Because there's nobody here. Let's well, wait. How do I fire him? So if I go to scouts, I see your point. That would be more realistic. Yeah, and I definitely go for more realism, but I don't even know how I can fire him. For this video, I may do it just to see. But yeah, if you're going for realism, that's definitely not the way to do it. You wouldn't want to hire and fire. I don't even know how to fire them, to be honest with you. Scout college players. Is it under managed staff? Possibly? No? Scout? I went there, I didn't see it. Let's see, so I go to Scout. I don't see anywhere to fire them. I click on his name. Maybe they patched it? I don't think I can fire him, man. Make Scott... That was your northeast. Oh, you're right. Wait, it's not even letting me do that, though. Is it glitched out, or what's up? I'm relying on Anthony here, because currently on this screen I can't change anybody unless I'm missing something here. Maybe that's only before the season starts, Anthony. You might not actually be able to do it once you start the season, and if that's the case, I actually like that. Unless it's on region breakdown, which it's not. Yeah, okay, I see. Okay, I like that. Anthony, I don't think you can do that, my man. Once the season starts, once once you've simmed past week 1, I think you're locked in for that season. And if that's the case, that's good. I like that. So we're going to go ahead and just assume that we can't move them, because I don't want to slow down the video, and I don't really see how I can change them. So let's just go back to regional breakdown and fix the rest of our thing. So we got Southeast looking at quarterback. We have... You may only be able to do those changes on week 1. Yep, I think it's only week 1, which I'm a fan of that, because if, like I said, it's not really realistic if you're just hiring and firing to your benefit without any penalty, you know what I mean? So with that being said, it looks like we're stuck here. So it may be a rough year 1 with Vince Anderson. Not really going to benefit from the Northeast, unfortunately. In Central, though, we have a guy who knows left tackle, right tackle as well, and we're going to get one guy there, at least, right tackle, Andrew Cannon. We could change the position focus here to quarterback as well, but I think we're going to keep it the way it is for right there. Left end, right end. Of course, I need them to be switched. Scott needs to go down to the Northeast, and Vince needs to go up to the West, or over to the West. But we can't change that, so that kind of sucks, right? So that we are not going to be scouting too efficiently here this year, right? Year 1. So I like, it is better than the old scouting system, right? Because now I will say this though, you're probably never going to run into this problem again once you learn the system. Because now that I know the system, I'm never going to let this happen again, right? It's pretty easy. You hire and fire to fit. But then again, you never know where the top prospects are going to be coming from. So it could be a hit or miss, right? That's pretty cool. So left ends, right ends. Let's go ahead and change this, because there is no left ends or right ends in the top prospects. Now that is subject to change, though. We're going to go tackles. One thing I am very intrigued on finding out, have they fixed the actual pool of talent on the O-line? And if any of my franchise players know, they know the EA generated drafts are kind of trash when it comes to offensive lines. What I mean by that is you'll never find one that's really good. Like this left tackle, he's saying to go number 2. I need to see him have a high 70 overall. Like, I'm tired of getting low 70 overalls and they have star dev and that's it. Like, they do the O-line so dirty. I'm hoping they fix that, because I don't want to waste a pick on somebody like that. Alright, we're going to go ahead and sit. We're going to upgrade our players, and then sim, and hopefully we can get a win in week 2. It seems week 1 would be the most important week to align the scouts to regions to maximize the benefits. 100%, I do agree with that. Yeah, I mean, honestly, once you do it week 1, I feel like you may not have to do it again unless, you know, some major stuff changes. Let's go ahead, let's sim another week. We're probably going to lose this game as well. I definitely agree with you, though, Anthony. Week 1 would definitely be the most important. And we're 0-2, which is fine. We could lose all. So, mock draft 1. See which picks would land on which teams if the draft took place this week, like this early. What if the draft day went right now? This is the mock draft. Okay, so far I'm liking it. No glitches, no nothing happening yet. So this is what they're portraying would happen. They're portraying that the number 1 overall pick, Landry, would go to Detroit. Does that make sense? Especially when they're saying his top fits are Pittsburgh, Bucks, Washington. They're saying that Landry would go to Detroit. They're saying that Andy Wilds would go to Philly. Andrew would go to Cincinnati. So it's starting to not make sense. Frederick Giggs would go to the Ravens. Now, since the lines are trash, I agree more. I can understand more of the Landry pick than I can understand the Andy Wilds, the Andrew, and the Frederick pick. This is where EA starts to lose me, and where I have to start calling out a trash game. Like, if is this really a mock draft? Because it feels like it's not. Like, let's be honest. Yeah, see, Anthony, Bengals with QB. Yeah, I agree. Their logic needs work. My point is, don't call this a mock draft. A mock draft is supposed to be as close as possible to what you think is going to happen. We've seen many years in real life mock drafts be really close and almost on point with where players go. And honestly, it's so easy to kind of tell where the beginning of players are going to go, like the top 10. And this is horrible in my opinion. It's just a horrible mock draft. I could see the first pick going because Detroit is horrible, right? The Saints, I could see them going with the left tackle. Sure, I don't really know who they have there, but Philly, the Bengals taking Andrew, that don't make no sense. Frederick going to the Ravens, that really doesn't make any sense at all. And so that's where they just start to lose me here. I can see Washington going with Matthew Bonner, since he's the only quarterback available at that point. Eric Haskins going to the Jets. I could see that. They need help in secondary pretty bad. But how are you supposed to judge, like as a player, how am I supposed to judge, quarterback? Because if I got to worry about the Bengals taking or the Ravens taking a quarterback when they have their franchise guys already. Like now I have to worry about that. How am I going to be able to judge where I want to go? Does the mock draft match the draft board? Let me check. Oh wait, there's a bunch of mock drafts. Oh, okay, but these are gonna be later in life. If you guys do hear a baby crying in the background, I do apologize. Let me see, mock draft, or where can I go to look at the draft board? Is that just prospects? Yeah, right here. Oh no. Are you kidding me, bro? Are you serious? I'm pretty sure this is on point for everybody. So all they did was they copied the prospects. Right? That's all they did. I'm done, bro. This is trash. This is a trash update. And I'm gonna go into why this is a trash, because they tried to fucking sell. I'm sorry, I'm about to go off here. They tried to sell this. Well, they did. They sold it to us, right? They sold you this product, and they introduced the mock drafts. It's so big that it's got its own selection here. Look. But all it is a copy and paste from the prospects, but with the team's pictures on the front. If I'm not correct here, then let me know. But is this not? Let's just look at the top 10. Livingston. Bro. Please, please. Wait. No? Jeff Williams is 10th on here. But I mean, it might as well be, bro. It's really similar. Is it not really similar? Let's go back here. Livingston. Okay, it's not exactly the same. I don't think. Dude, I was about to go in. Like, see, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Because I'm not expecting much out of this. So they gotta come with some fire updates. It's pretty close, though. There's just no logic, man. Their whole system needs to be rebuilt, in my opinion. Anyways, there it is. Okay, so you see the mock drafts, you see this. I don't think there's anything really we need to do, right? We've already done that. Oh, I think we're locked in as well, by the way, to the region. I don't think we can change that anymore. Just so you guys know. So once you lock in the scout for that region in that position, I think you're locked in for a while. Because it's not letting me do it anymore. So let's go ahead and sim and see what happens the next week. So we're 0-2. Oh man. And now, okay, so now there's nothing. So, or well, no, there's still scout college players. Let's check. So, prospect, scouts, region breakdown. Yeah, so we're locked in to these. We can't change our scouts region anymore or position that they're scouting for. So once you set that in, you're locked in. So you got to make sure, I guess, it's good to go. Okay, interesting. Nobody has moved from 20% completion, which is weird. I wonder why nobody's moving. We probably just need to wait a couple weeks. We do get our first win. We're 1-2. We're gonna go ahead and upgrade our players and continue to sim here. I just want to do the first draft, kind of see where the logic is. I don't want to go too deep because the deeper you go, the more holes you find, and we already know about all of that, how bad the game is. I mean, the logic and stuff like that. So there's just no point. So we're just going to do the first year, I think, and I'll give my review. Nothing's really changed besides these two moving back and forth or whatever. Like literally, okay, down here there's some movement. So Vernon Cage goes up 7 spots. But there's nothing that you can do. Like, there's nothing you do. You once you set in week 1, it's basically just, you know, you play your games. You don't even focus. I watched Bengals video this morning, and you could, I guess, they changed that for the official release. I don't think much changes on the draft board until like week 7. Okay. But see, and then that's another thing that a lot of people don't realize. Releasing an update to someone in particular, like a content creator, before releasing it to people who have paid for it is also wrong. Because, and that's just a selling point. That's what they do for advertisement. There's a reason why he got the update and was able to make a video on it before it goes out, because they're trying to sell the game. They're trying to get their player count back up, get the interest back. But if you've already paid for it, you should get it at the same time as everyone else. And it's just funny because if that's the case, then he was on a whole different version. I mean, it's not that big of a difference if that's the only thing that changed, but it's just, the point is you paid for it, you should get it at the same time. It shouldn't be another trying to advertise a big, you know what I mean? So I guess we'll just sim. We're going to keep simming here. I just want to check, because it's my first time. I want to see if anything's changing at all. Really, right now, nothing's changing. I guess we could look at the mock drafts. Still looks the same. Still looks the same, so it doesn't change. And I want to go back and I want to look at the video that EA released. And if they said that it changes each week, the mock draft changes each week, and you can watch players go up and down the board each week, I want to note that, because they're fucking lying. If they said that, I'm not saying they said that, but it sounds like something they would say. You know what I mean? When clearly, like right now, dude, nothing's happening in the draft. Nothing's happening in scouting. You set it week 1, and then you play your games up until another point, and then you get to see what changed. I think the movement is based on the storylines in the news tab. Well, if that's the case, then there's never going to be any movement, because I've been playing this game for a while on my other franchise. The news tab is broken. I don't get any updates. Let's see if they actually fixed that. I would not get any news updates. I'd get one out of the year on the draft, and that's it. I don't even know where's here it is. So here's the news tab. Well, it would be draft, right? Oh, look at that. One storyline. It's not fixed. Teams will have to reevaluate the stocks of DT Walt Barlow after a devastating injury has left him sidelined for the rest of the season. Okay, what's the injury? You're not gonna give us the injury? Because in football that is important, right? You can't just say devastating injury. Like, if you want the scouting to be good, what kind of injury is it? Because he's a DT, it's going to depend how bad it is. It's stuff like that. It's like little stuff like that you could add in, and it's easy to add in, but that would make the game so much more, you know what I mean? Like, if I drafted this guy, and I was commentating his rookie debut, and I wanted to bring up the injury, I'm just going to have to make it up, or I don't know. It's just, I guess we'll always wonder what that devastating injury is. We'll never know. Anyways. Nothing's changed. So, I think you're right about that, Anthony. I don't think it changes until, like, week 7 or whenever, because still nothing has changed. So, let's keep doing that. Let's just sim again. Let's go ahead. We have player negotiations. We won't worry about none of that. We're 1-4. We should be getting the first draft pick, probably. We possibly could. And we win again, though, as I say that. Free agent fits. I don't need you to help me there. Thank you, though. Let's see. Alright, it's week 7. Now, does it change when you hit week 7 or after week 7? I don't know. Let's find out. Mock draft. But yeah, it does change when you hit week 7, because now we're 59%, 40%, 40%. And so, as far as people's position, it looks the same, but we did get more information on everyone. And there's the top 10. Livingston's still in that 10th spot. Okay. I swear, dude, if the Bengals or Ravens pick a quarterback, I'm gonna be... Bro, I may never... Is the scout update live? Yes, it is live. But 2K and Madden, like I do, Madden's gonna let. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, there's a lot of things, Anthony, that Madden needs to bring from NBA 2K. There's a lot of things. Let's see, okay, let's take a look at the prospects here. So, Andrew does go up, Andy falls down, but that doesn't change the mock draft, because we haven't got a new mock draft yet, I don't think, so. Or wait, or have we? Was I looking at the first mock draft? Let's take a look at the second one. Oh, there isn't a second one yet. Okay. Alright. Ooh, can we reposition our scouts after week 7? Let's check that just really quickly. I know I'm going slow, but I don't really want to miss anything. I want to make sure you guys know what you're getting. That's why I'm taking my time here. So let's go to scouts. Can we realign them after week 7? No. So once you lock them in at week 1, that's it. Okay. That, I will say they did that right at least. They did that right at least. Let's do we have any upgrades? No. We're 2-4. How's Tua playing? Let's see what he's doing here. Oh wow, he's not even playing. Okay. Whatever, not gonna question it, don't really care. Doesn't matter who's back there. We're gonna be bad either way, so let's go ahead and advance the week. So after week 7, is there going to be, yes, there is a new mock draft. So what does the mock draft number 2 look like? So that's crazy. It's going to take you 7 weeks before you get another, like, update. 7 weeks before you get another mock draft. And let's see. So this is kind of more of a hands-off approach, in my opinion. So the mock draft completely has changed. So this was the first mock draft they had. They had the Bengals and the Ravens taking a quarterback. Then, so here you go. Now they got... Oh, man. You can't make this shit up, bro. Now they really do believe, like, if the draft ended today, they do seriously believe that Landry is going to be a Charger. And Justin Herbert is going to be, I guess, a second string? Or maybe they trade him and they go with Landry, I don't know. But yeah. Hey, and you know what? They're not, they're actually clamping back down on the Bengals picking Andrew. They really do think that Andrew is going to be the Bengals, and Joe Burrow, fuck Joe Burrow. Oh, you gotta love EA, bro. You really do. And then, you know, and then Frederick gives now, the Eagles could go quarterback, okay? I'm not 100% sold on Jalen Hurts. But, I mean, I still think Jalen Hurts deserves a shot. But apparently the Eagles just don't want to give him a shot at all. Because they're already looking on, you know, replacing him as well. Now, Giants are going to take Andy Wilds, which I guess I could see that, right? Man, this is insane, dude. This is crazy. This is seriously crazy. Now, the rest of this, you know, you could go deep into each team's roster and see actually how smart these picks are. And I would definitely do that off camera. I'm not going to do that here, though. I just ain't got that much time because I do have things to do today. But just the big tell is the quarterback position right off the rip. I mean, you can tell that this is kind of just not improved. It's just another screen. The drafts are the draft AI is exactly the same. It's just, it looks different. It's the same thing though. It literally is the same thing. And as far as your scouts, all you set them week 1 and then you never touch them again. You're not changing anything. This is even more of a hands-off approach. It's crazy because you would think, like, we were begging for more information, which they're going to give us more information, but we were also wanting more, like, hands-on, being able to. Now I could select Landry, right? And I could see where his top fits are at. In their mock draft, they don't have any of them taking him, but that's, you know, okay. Maybe they're doing good this year and they won't even get a chance to pick him, but we then get this kind of page, to see. And then we get the skills, which we can kind of see. But I'm going to be honest with you, man. It honestly feels less involved. I feel less involved. I feel more disconnected from the draft than I did before with the 3-button pushing. Like, if that makes any sense, maybe you guys will feel the same when you get your hands on. I'm being honest with you guys, man. This is not looking good. So you still get the same chart where it says A. Okay, so he has A, throwing accuracy short. He has F for stamina, F for spin move, C, throw on the run, B, break tackle. Okay. You can kind of see his physical stats here are going to range from either the lowest to the highest. So, for example, his throw power is either going to be good at his lowest or it's going to be great at his highest. It's not going to be elite, but it's not going to be bad either. Right? So you get a little more information, but dude, let's be honest, man. It's not that much. And then you got the player notes tab, which, okay, I understand it's cool, but it's also going to be repetitive. So how is Landry going to stick out differently than another quarterback? He's not really going to, besides a few minor differences. Like, you know, in other words, what I'm trying to say is there's going to be repeated phrases constantly throughout your franchise. Just in this one draft, I've seen phrases repeated like 3 times already. That's all I'm saying. I don't feel more connected to it from my personal experience. It's cool to get a little more information. I'll admit that. I swear the logic for draft is so bad for CPUs. I can see Eagles going QB. No way the Chargers or Bengals do. So top fit for Landry was Bucks and Steelers. So a big, slow QB. Got it. You're right. Yeah. And this is the thing. For an offline simulation sports game, you gotta have the AI management right, dude. Like, you can't, at least it's gotta be decent. It's gotta be kind of believable, right? Like, that should be a big part of what you want your game to be. You should want it to be at least a little realistic. Why are the Bengals even in the talk of trying to get a quarterback? Like, that doesn't make any sense, man. I don't know. It takes the fun out of it. You know what I mean? It takes the, I don't know, it's annoying. But there it is. I mean, we're just going to keep simming until we get each mock draft, and then draft comes along, and we're going to actually see what really does happen in this draft. There's nothing else I can do. There's literally nothing else I can do. I've already done everything week 1. Now it's just focus on the season. So they've somehow managed to take you out of it even more than you were before. Why not just look at 2K and copy what they can do, man? Like, jeez, at that point I would be happy for literally a copy and paste from 2K's, scouting. Because I can physically pick which player I want to scout heavily. Right? Like, I can do that on 2K. So far from what I'm seeing, you can't do that here. And there's no reason for me to stop, so we're just going to keep simming. There's no reason for me to stop and really check it, because it's not going to get updated. It doesn't get updated week by week. It gets updated each, certain period. And I don't even know when that is. I know because Anthony told me week 7, but what's the next week it gets updated? So it's not week to week, so you might as well just not even put it in it's like a back burner type of thing. And it's crazy to think, because people waited for months. Franchise players waited for this update because they were going to have to restart their franchise if they started it, right? So they waited for this. And I feel bad for them because they're going to be disappointed, man. I don't see anyone hopping on here and like, dude, this fucking new scouting system is legit. It's the real deal. Go buy Madden. It saves the game. There's no way anyone in their right mind is going to say that. I wish it would tell me when the new mock draft would start. We're just going to keep simming, man. We're 4-5. Somehow we're actually winning games, which is kind of pissing me off. But you know what? That's fine. I want to actually see. I want us to have a low pick. I want to see what the CPU does. Week 8 should be position focused on 3 players, I think. Oh shit! I wish I would have known that. I don't know. It does, honestly, it doesn't even really freaking matter at this point. I didn't get a pop up that I seen, so I don't know. We're gonna put Landry on our favorites though, and this guy as well, because they've stayed up top for a while. Pool there. We could also use. We'll put Gibbs. Jack Saxton's with the sack. I could hear myself saying that in the commentary. That'd be awesome. Jeremy Bishop dipping these nuts on the quarterback's face. Nah, that didn't feel right. Andy Wilds out there wilding. I like that. At this point, that's kind of how I do. That's kind of how I do my scouting, bro. Because the rest of it's fucking boring. I go by their name. What could I hear myself saying? You know, Marcus Bruce is on the juice. You know what I mean? Like that. Like that's pretty dope. I might draft him just because of that. Let's see. Who's our most? Okay, this guy right here is Andrew is 59% complete. Let's check him out. And I will say I like that you can go in and check each guy. And he only got 2 categories that's elite. Strength and throw power. It could be elite. Besides that, it's either solid or good. Not that bad. He's not going to be fast. He's going to be real slow. He's got A awareness, A throw under pressure. This is actually probably a guy I'm going to be going for. But at the same time, that injury has got me worried because it looks like he's going to be injury prone. But he's going to be a pocket kind of guy. That might be a guy that I go for. You know what I mean? Looking at that. Left tackle, Andrew Scott. Let's see. Let's check out a O-line guy. Change directions. Either going to be great or elite. That's great. Strength, good or great. What are his skills looking like? Impact block, A. B, run block. D, lead block. D, pass block. Ooh. I don't like seeing those D's out there. You know what I'm saying? Too many D's aren't for me. I don't see the focus scouting at all. So we're going to advance again. Any focus scouting yet? No, it doesn't look like it. We do win again. We're 5-6. So rookie doesn't matter, by the way. So at the beginning of the video, I put the difficulty on rookie. Yeah, that does not affect the scouting at all. Let's take a look at the mock draft. Oh, we still don't have a new one. And we still cannot edit or do any focus scouting. Select super focus scouting players, week 11. Did you guys see a pop up there? I had just stopped on week 11. I didn't see anything. I did not see anything for that. Unless I was supposed to go to my scouts and I missed it. I don't know. To be honest with you, man, I really don't care. That's whatever. I guess I missed it. It's only open for week 11. You're not allowed to do it week 12. You know what I mean? That's against the rules. Oh, man. Oh, goodness. I'm sorry, guys. My bad. I really didn't see it. So, I do apologize. Is Tua seriously not starting still? I want to start losing some games. So, I think I'm going to put him in. I really want to... Why isn't he starting, though? He is the higher overall, ain't he? Alright, we're going to pop in... Why is he all the way down there? What the hell? Alright, let's just... Alright. I don't know why he was down there. Maybe he got hurt or something, but... Alright, here we go. So what happens Wait, what's the next big week? Because then I can just sim it straight to there. Let's check. The next big week is or free agency stage 2. That's it. So I guess we'll be simming it all the way there. And we lose with Tua coming back for the first time. Let's go ahead and advance. So what are you guys thinking so far, man? Are you guys pumped up to get on the new update? From what I've shown you, is there a new mock draft? No. Okay. The mock drafts are basically useless anyways. Still kind of cool to go look at them. I guess I could sim to the playoffs. I will say this: if you're a sim like kind of guy, like you like to just manage the roster and sim, this actually is better because you don't have to do as much. You set it at the beginning of the year and then you don't ever think about it ever again. And don't even worry about stopping and looking at the mock drafts or anything like that because they don't make any sense. So you could just sim straight to the playoffs and not have to worry about it. As a matter of fact, we're going to sim to the playoffs. Let's just go ahead and sim to the playoffs because we're not going to get another update, I don't think, until free agency. Anthony said, I went back on the video and it did pop up. It was in the list of activities. All it does is allow you to pick 3 players to focus scouting on. It gives a 40% boost. Okay, so, alright. So it did pop up, but and like Anthony's saying, all it does is give you a 40% boost on probably how much they're scouted. And honestly, that's cool. It is, if you guys are playing, make sure it pops up week 11, so don't miss it like I did. But at the same time, don't really think it's going to affect it that much, to be honest with you. And somehow we made it to the fucking playoffs. Are we in the wild card right now at 9-8? No way! Holy crap! Wow. That's kind of hilarious. Let's go take a look at the. Let's see. Is there a mock draft or not? A new mock draft? Nope, not yet. So it really does happen during the free agency. I'm actually kind of intrigued. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of intrigued to see where everyone goes, just to see if these mock drafts even have any. Like, I can't wait to compare what really happens to the mock drafts. For their sake, I hope the mock drafts are completely off because if they're not, then it's not gonna make any sense. All right, let's go ahead and lose to the Browns because there's no way we're beating them. No way at all. Oh my God, we beat them. Never mind. Are we about to win a ring here? No. Obviously, we're about to lose to the Chiefs. There's no way we beat the Chiefs. There's no way we beat the Chiefs. Like, come on. There's just no way. There's just no way. Yeah, there we go. 21-6. That's believable, understandable. Makes a lot of sense. Let's go ahead and upgrade. I can't believe we beat the Browns. That's just insane. So you got staff moves. I don't think this has changed at all. Well, yeah, it just shows you what's happened or whatever. But yeah, we're gonna continue to. Let's just advance it to the Super Bowl, since we know nothing's going to happen until after that. See who made it, and get closer and closer to the draft. Wow, look at that. The Chiefs versus Packers. That's pretty cool. I can see that'd be a fun game to watch right there. Let's see, has anything changed? So it looks like week 1 is your big thing to do. Week 7 is your big mock draft. Week 11, you can do your focus scouting, and then nothing changes until the season is over and you're in the free agency period. Is that kind of lame? In my opinion, yes. It's kind of lame that it doesn't change weekly, or at least every 2 weeks. I don't know. It's just, it feels less. It's like they're almost trying to take you away from it, in my opinion. Like, take you. Don't focus on the draft as much. Is kind of what I'm getting feelings from. Like, here, just let it work in the background because it's garbage. The AI is garbage. Don't focus on that. But then it's like, okay, but your gameplay is trash as well. So I don't really know what you want us to focus on at this point. In my opinion, personally, the gameplay has gotten worse. Ever since they went over to the new engine in Madden 19, from Madden 18, they went to the new engine on Madden 19, where it was fully animation based. It has went downhill. Well, the engine is bad. They've improved on that engine ever since Madden 19, but it's still just not fun. I feel like I have less control now than I ever have. That's just my personal opinion, though. The Chiefs end up winning again, getting it done. Let's take a look here. Kyler Murray, NFL MVP. Urban Meyer is the coach of the year, LOL. That's hilarious. Kansas City Chiefs win the game. Patrick Mahomes wins the Super Bowl MVP. A 38-31 showdown. That would have been a damn good game to watch. Heck yeah. Alright, let's see what has changed. This is the first week of the offseason. Has anything changed since week 11? No. There is no update on mock drafts. And you can't do anything with scouts. And they're all still at 59 and 40%. So nothing's changed. Let's go to the free agency period. Shabam. And I've got to hurry up because I got to go in a minute. So we're going to kind of speed this process up just a little bit. Oh, there you go. So mock draft. So it does pop up. Mock draft 3. Let's see. Landry going to Detroit. Oh, wow. They must have got 2 picks. Detroit did. Has it fixed itself? Okay. It is fixing itself a little bit. I guess it's just the earlier mock drafts that don't make sense. That don't make sense. It does look better than it has ever looked, though, as far as, like, earlier drafts. Okay. And as far as prospects go, still, looking the same here. But it looks better than the earlier mock drafts. So you might as well not even look at them until the end of the year. You might as well not look at the players ready to negotiate. Has this changed at all? Probably not. I wouldn't think it has. Let's go ahead and get Mike Gesicki. Fuller, why not, man? I mean, it doesn't really matter. We're just going to sim to the draft. Okay. Anyways. Let's go and take a look. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Let's see. Finally, right? We're going to go ahead and advance. And we should be getting, like, combine results. Yep. Here we go. So let's check out what's changed in the combine. So here we are. It puts us to the prospect page. And I guess we have to go in and look at each player that is intriguing to us. And we should be able to see their combine, their NFL combine. It's exactly the same. Obviously, right? I mean, can't really change much there. You do get College Pro Day, though. Data available after College Pro Days, off-season free agency 2. So let's not really look at this until we get that as well. And we'll also go by... Wait, can I not go by my just favorites? Yeah, here we go. Like Jack Saxton. Take a look at his physical. Okay. Alright. Let's just keep simming here. We're going to sim to free agency number 2 and get that pro day. Now, I think this is the first time we've ever had this And maybe we had it back in like the 360 on Madden like 07, 08 and stuff like that, but whoa, okay. See college pro day results. Here we go. Again, let's do Landry since he's like, you know, the top of the tier here. Alright, so his 40-yard dash was a little better. Okay. Oh, you actually get his ratings. So he has poor accelerate, like that's it. They're set, I think. His change of direction is solid. That's in the middle of the tier there. Let's take a look at our boy Andrew. Solid, 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 poor, elite, great. His speed is poor. He ran a 5. Basically, what did Landry run? His speed is it's all right, not too good. Okay. Take a look at Jack. Great, good, good, solid, great, solid. Okay. But obviously, we still can't really, we don't see everything as far as skills go. Because he is only, what, 40%. I guess if we would have focused on 3, we would have had them at 100% or close to 100%. Because I missed that, we only kind of get this. But I mean, that's fine, whatever. So I guess maybe it's going to be a little more difficult to draft. That's what honestly we need. We need it to be just a little more difficult. Let's go ahead and check out the new mock draft. And still got Landry, Andrew, Andy Wilds, Matthew Bonner. It does seem like it's worked itself out for quarterbacks and where they're going to go. Or where they need to go. So basically just don't look at the early mock drafts because they look stupid. Really quick. Okay, are we good to sim it to the NFL draft? I want to make sure. I think that's it as far as what we've seen. Yeah. There is one last mock draft. Stage 3 Pro Day FE recap. Select private workouts. Okay. Let's do that. So advance to the final stage and then we can do private workouts. That's going to be the next big new thing in the game, is the private workouts. So let's do that. Private workouts. So see what your scouts have learned about the players you brought in for intensive workouts at the team facility. Alright, private workouts. We know we're probably not going to get any of these guys. I don't even know when we're picking, so I guess let's go Jack Saxton. Can we only pick 3? Yeah, we can only pick 3. We'll go right guard Darren Pemberton. He has dropped down one position, but he still looks to be top tier. Obviously, we need O-line, but we're not. You know, just for the video, we're gonna also do Landry. I mean, I know we're not gonna be able to get him, but just to see what happens. What happened? I guess we got to go back to prospects and see, or do we have to? Maybe we need to sim. An extra sim it now? It didn't really tell me anything. Okay, let's go ahead and advance it. And see what it is about. So why did I do that? What happened? It didn't even tell me anything. Let me go to the scout players. And prospects. Like, did it give me a boost in there? Oh, it did. Look, 99 complete. Okay. So basically, I know a lot of his fucking skills. He has B trucking somehow. I don't know how, but he does. Jack Saxton, 80%. Okay, so that's what that does. Okay. I'm going to give my overall grade on this at the end of it. So I think we're ready. Let's take a look at the final mock draft and then get the draft underway. So Landry, they have Landry going 1. Mattis, left tackle, going to Philly. That makes sense. Then they're going DT, Barlow. Detroit's got 2 picks, early 2 picks. They got the number 1 pick and then 3rd pick, I believe. Anyways, right? Andy Wilds, because this is set. This should be set. The order, anyways, because we've already played our games and stuff. And I guess that makes sense because now the sets are the pick order is kind of set in after the season's over. Should I use a auto draft class or an actual draft class? Stay in here. Stay in here. Yeah, because we're about to find that out. Because we're going to actually look into detail how good the generated classes are. Have they fixed those? Because that's one of my biggest questions, man. That all the franchises, players are wondering. We're going to find that out after this draft. Because I'm going to look at the draft and see and let you know exactly. If it hasn't changed, then you probably want to use custom. But if they've made it better, then I would use auto just because, it's more random and it's, you got, a little more variety of the unknown. But we're going to find out if it's good or not. So we're going to go ahead and get this draft underway. We're more focused on not who I'm picking, but who the CPU is picking. Where does it fall? Like, how smart is the AI? Has it been fixed? Has any of this really been updated, or is it just the same old thing? And I'm going to give my results, and we're going to do this. We're going to try and do this kind of quickly because I'm on a very, very short time limit here. Let's go ahead and advance. Pick number 1. Landry goes there, just like they said. Pick number 2. Exactly like they said. Pick number 3. So far, the mock draft, that final mock draft is on point on exactly where everyone is going. Manny Henderson, I think they said that as well. Oh, wow, we actually had a high pick. I didn't know that. Jack Saxton, bro. Fuck you, Jets. I wanted him. Jeff Williams. Frederick Gibbs goes to Houston. And so far, the mock draft has been 100% on point. So you can really base your picks on that. And now we're left with this. We could try... Oh, no. I just want to see how good this guy is. A impact, A minus injury, A lead, B pass block, A run, B run, B. So, alright, look guys. I want to go this quarterback here. I think that'd be interesting. It'd be cool. And new quarterback, but we're not. This isn't going to be my rebuild series. Like, so we're only doing this draft and we're stopping. I want to know if this is fixed. I'm going to draft this running back. This right guard. And we're going to find out, have they fixed the auto-generated draft classes? This guy should be pretty good. He's said to be the 8th overall pick in the NFL draft. He should be decent, right? Unless he's a bust, but he looks good. His stats look fantastic. He has nothing but A's and B's, except for F and stamina. So he shouldn't be bad. We're going to select this guy. And it's not telling us his overall. I guess that's something new, huh? We don't know his overall just yet. But strongest position. He is a normal dev, we know that, but we don't know his overall. So that's new. I didn't know that was going to happen. Alright, let's go ahead and advance. The Broncos go right end. Cornerback. Washington goes Andy Wiles. That makes a lot of sense. What do the Bucks go? They go right end. Washington went quarterback, so that made a lot of sense. Wide receiver McLean. Where's the Eagles going to go? They're going to go left end. The Bengals? They don't go quarterback. I like that. Hackins. Titans go quarterback. Matthew Bonner. Honestly, Ryan Tannehill, I could see that. Ryan Tannehill, he's decent. But I could see them replacing him, right? All right, you know what? We're going to go ahead and advance to next user pick. I'm going to pick another, and then we're going to send and take a look at the actual auto-generated draft. They really don't give us much information. This is much more of a crapshoot. Not sure how I feel. I guess I can't cheese the system and get off superstars. But you can though. You if you really wanted to cheese the system, you could still cheese the system. I promise you. This is a crapshoot, and I'll tell you how you should feel after I'm done with this video here at the end. But really quick, matter of fact, I'm just gonna, I don't even care. Let's just get, because I gotta go. I want to, oh, look at that. See, I got hit. I didn't even look at this guy at all. I got a hidden dev. Perfect. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and advance. Check out the auto-generated draft. I have a feeling, draft class, I have a feeling it didn't change. And then I'm going to go ahead and rate this real quick and then get out of here because I have somewhere to be. And I'm going to let you guys know how I feel. And you guys, don't let that determine your thoughts. Always, have your own opinion or whatever. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. Okay, I'm not going to sit and lie and say it's good or say it's bad unless that's how I truly feel. So to be able to give you guys an honest opinion, I need to see everything, right? So this is the end here. This is the draft, and we're going to go from the best, all rounds, from the best to the worst. The best is an 80 overall. It is a DT. That left tackle that went number 2 is a 77 overall. Besides him, the next best O-line is a center at 74. And then besides that, you have a left guard at 72. And let me check. Normal dev, so he's not going to do good at all. 71, Brandon Bonner. He is hidden dev. But what is he? I need to know, because this is the broken part here. O-line is broken. What's going on, Greg? How you doing, buddy? He is a superstar. Okay, I like that. It is very rare to see an O-line have superstar dev. Let's check this guy as well. They may have actually changed it. This is just one. He's superstar as well. Okay, see, that's better than it was. I would like to see a little more O-line involved in the draft, because I mean you have one here at 77, and then you have 74, and then it drops all the way down to 72 before you see a center. And really, we only see one tackle. Tackle is the most important position on the O-line, and we only see one in the 70 and plus. Well, here's another one at 71. He's barely making that 70 mark. As far as the overalls go, you got 80, 79, 78, 78, and then drops off. But you got your superstars and stuff like that. Number 1 overall pick, or no, he was actually number 3. Walt Barlow. Ooh, what happened to Landry here? Bonner's better than Landry. Whoa, hold up. Okay, wait. Let's go by pick. Landry is a 74 bust, but he is hidden dev. Let's check him out. Is he superstar X Factor? No, he's a star, so he was a fucking bust. Wow. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna have to, end this here because I got somewhere to be. Overall review and thoughts. Okay, be honest with you guys. If you waited to start a new franchise, you waited for nothing. It feels less. Somehow they managed to make me feel less involved than the 3-button push scouting. Is there some things that I like about it? Yes, I like the later mock drafts, like the last mock draft before the draft seems to be the most accurate, which makes sense because you know the draft picking order, right? You don't know the order of the draft until the end when all the records are set in and you see who won the Super Bowl. So it makes sense that they were more accurate. But at the same time, there's literally no point to have the early mock drafts. There is no point because the AI is just dumbed out to where they literally have the Bengals taking a quarterback or stuff like that. You only do something week 1. You set your scouts up week 1, and then you don't ever touch it again until week 7. And there is no updates or anything like that week by week. So there's no point to even look at scouting. So you're focused on straight gameplay in the season. Is that a good thing? No, not really. Not when the game itself is bad, like the gameplay. Unless you enjoy going in and hopping in the game and actually you have a blast playing the actual game. I'm more focused on scouting and management because I don't have fun playing the game because it's boring. The game's not good. The scouting, it feels even less connected. Do you get more information on the players? No, you actually, not really. You really don't. You still get the same type of stuff. You just get it fed to you differently. Instead of eating it with a spoon, now you're eating it with a fork. It's the same thing, though. It's the same food. It's the same thing. You do get a player notes on your player, so it'll say like what his release is like. That stuff is new. You'll get, does he have a tight spiral? How does he play with pressure? It's cool on the surface, but then it's going to get repetitive. I looked at 3 quarterbacks. I just pulled 3 quarterbacks. That's it. Just 3 different quarterbacks, and I seen 2 text repeated, for all of those quarterbacks. So it just goes to show you the depth of how it just goes to show how deep this update is. It's not deep at all. Not when I look at 3 quarterbacks and I see the same repeating text on those 3 quarterbacks. So the player notes doesn't make me feel connected to the player. The auto generated drafts, I would recommend you use custom drafts just because they may be a little improved on the O-line where you're seeing superstar devs now and stuff like that, but it's not good enough. There was only 2 tackles that were 70. One was 77 overall and the other one was 72, and they both had superstar dev, but besides that there was really no O-line involved in the draft. You had a center there that was a 74, but besides that the O-line is still going to be a problem. You're going to have your slider XP up on the O-line for them to be to keep up with the rest of the league. So I would do custom drafts, honestly. You can still edit your players, which is a good thing. They didn't rip out that feature, so you can still, if you want to go in and edit an actual player in the draft, you can do that. The news story slide is still broken. You only get like 1 story, and they're very lackluster stories. So overall, man, can you still cheese the system? Maybe not as much, but yes, you can still cheese the system. I just didn't do it. This was a quick, go through. It's pretty easy to know who's going to be who and stuff like it. Look, I could go into detail on how to. Everyone knows how to cheese the system and stuff like that. I don't do that personally because it's not fun. This system was not a lot of thought went into this. You can tell that from the beginning of it. It was just a rushed feature and plan to look different but be delivered and function the same way. It really is the same thing. It's the same game. It's the same scouting. It just is fed to you differently. Instead of mashing 3 buttons, now you only mash 1 at week 1, and then you never touch it again until I think it's week 11 when you do your focus scouting. You pick 3 players to focus on in week 11, and then that's it again until the end of the season when you do you select 3 more players to do your private practices. That's it. So you know what they said? They said they're complaining about having to push 3 buttons and only getting 3 skills. Let's make them push less buttons and be involved in scouting even less than they already are. They didn't understand what the community was saying by we want better scouting. We want to feel more involved. We want it to be more realistic. We want to know more about our players that we're scouting. They somehow received that information and did worse. In my opinion, I'm not going to be hopping on Madden and like, what scouting system do I want to use? Do I want to use the old one or do I want to use the new one? To me, it doesn't matter because they're the same. I feel less connected to it or just the same amount is connected to it as I did before the update. Again, if you've already bought the game, go ahead, hop on it. You get your own experience out of it. I don't want to ruin it for anybody. But I've been playing Madden since 2001. I've never missed a Madden. So my relationship with this game goes really far back. And I'm disappointed. I would have to give this probably a 3 out of 10. Just for the fact that the mock drafts are useless. You only are involved in week 1 and week 11, and then right before the draft. So you're involved even less. The mock drafts don't, like I said, they don't mean anything until the last mock draft. So it doesn't update week by week. It updates like periodically, like week 1, then week 7, then week 11, and then at the end of the year. So that's kind of stupid to me. You don't get any new information besides the Pro Day, which is the same as basically the Combine, which is cool. That's cool to have. Overall, though, it's the same. It's the same shit. Why didn't they? I just wanted them to take 2K, what 2K has in place, and put it in this game, and they didn't do that. That's all they had to do. Instead, they just don't want to rebuild their game. They want to just sell it to you, same game, but make it look different. Add different colors to the background and make the text look different, and then charge you again $70, $60, $100 for the same shit. This does not get a pass from me. This gets a fail. So you guys let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm going to go ahead and head out. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. And Justin Fields is 74-star. Yeah. Anyways, hope you guys have a fantastic day. Love you guys. Until next time. See you guys on the next one. Peace.